lovelies, it's Loves Tarot. I'm just coming on to apologise to you all for your videos being late. We've had this, not sure if any of you guys in the States or anywhere else abroad other than the UK know, but we've had this beast from the storm and it's took its toll on just about everyone in the UK. In some parts it's not been too bad, in some parts, such as my part, it's been quite bad. And I've been having issues with internet connection all week. It's been driving me nuts and I've been having to rely on mobile data, which, you know, does run out. So it's been really, really tough. So again, for your monthlies, I do apologise for getting them out late, but you know, better late than never. And I'm going to be working my little ass off to get all this sorted for you lot. So, but yes, there's been a hell of a lot going on. So I do hope that you lot can understand that. I had a little, I'm gonna address this because obviously I had a couple of complaints about my Scorpio vid that went up. Apologies for the volume on it, you guys. I kind of felt myself shouting because it were a new mic and I'd tested it out and it sounded really low, so I thought, oh, I better speak up, you know what I mean? But according to many of you, I don't need to, so I will take that into consideration. But there is really, really no need to bitch about it. You know, if the volume's too high, as some have said, you know, it does sound like you're shouting, so to speak, you know what I mean? But there's no need to get bitchy with that, okay? I'm just putting that out there. It's a free service. A little bit of gratitude goes a long way with me, you know what I mean? So I'm going to leave that there. And we're going to get stuck into your monthlies. Yay! Hello Pisces, it's Kay from Kay Loves Tarot. So let's do your monthlies for March. Let's see what's crack-a-lacking Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising Pisces. I'll tap that, seem to want to come out. Pisces. March 2018, there we go. There's central issue. We're just doing a mini Celtic. We are all the jib jab on this side. Right, okay. And I will clarify these as much as I can. So, Pisces, central issue. Two of Wands, reversed. Choosing to remain stuck. Not making a decision between two things, two people. Two options, that's kind of how it looks to me, Pisces. There's your card, reversed. Okay, those two kind of wanted to come out together. Pisces, what the hell is going on? This all seems like love related, you know. It really does. So, it's a central issue. You see here, we're sort of choosing freedom. You know what I mean? Do you see the little bolt just here attached to the wall? We're sort of choosing freedom, world in the hands, freedom, you know. Here it's sort of like staying stuck. I'm not making a decision, and it's a decision, I'm going to say, to do with a lack of confidence. We've not got enough confidence to make a decision. The root of this problem, I'm going to say, is a lack of money, not wanting to fight, not wanting to beat competition. We're not anxious over this for some reason, but I kind of feel like sometimes a little bit of anxiety is good, especially when it comes to work and beating your competition, things like that. I don't know, I just feel like I'm wondering if, I'm just going to say it, I'm wondering if some of you are turning down promotions because you're not confident enough that you can do the job. You don't want the stress or the responsibility. I kind of feel like that's what's going on here, Pisces. This is definite work related for me. I'm looking at it from a work angle. Not enough confidence to take a promotion. Don't want the stress, don't want the responsibility, want an easygoing life. That kind of feel to this. Recent past. You've not stood your ground in the past. And I'm going to say it's led to failure. You've maybe tried this kind of thing before and it's led to failure. For those that have been in high position jobs and now maybe have reverted back to the work line, back to the employee status, We're being offered something, we're not taking it, we've had our fingers burnt in the past before. Or we've been turned down for high paying positions before. But what's on your mind is, I'm going to say there's stuff that needs to be money that needs to be spent around the home. Stability, maybe even celebrations coming up that's going to cost money. The High Priestess is saying, now whenever I see the High Priestess and the Four of Wands in like a homely context, it's usually, especially with it being what's on your mind, I can say two things about this, Pisces. Either the High Priestess is coming in to say something's yet to be revealed that you may have to fork out for around the home. Something may break. Something, you may have to purchase something for the home that, you know, you're not quite thinking of just yet. But considering that this is on your mind, I'm also inclined to say you do need some money set aside, and you know you do. Rainy day kind of stuff, and you might not have that at the moment. You may be trying to save for a holiday, but the High Priestess is coming in to say, well, hang about, there's something else that's more pressing that you're going to have to save your money for. That kind of thing. Now, what's actually coming towards you here is a lack of clarity as to where the money is, why the money's not readily available, why the money's not there. And again, I have to link back to the central issue in the root. It's basically a lack in confidence for you to actually go out and earn this kind of money. This, you know, the kind of money that you're going to, some of you are going to need, Pisces, is not just going to fall into your lap. So this really, really does need better consideration than you're giving it. If there is a promotion coming up and you're not going for it for whatever reason, whether you don't feel confident enough, whether or not you don't want the responsibility, there is this opportunity for you guys. And if you know, it's the old saying, if you don't ask, you don't get. Or if you don't put yourself forward, you're not going to get it. You know what I mean? It's worth considering. I kind of feel like it could be offered if you wanted it. But at the same time, this lacking confidence is bugging me a little bit, as I'm sure it is you guys. So, anyway, that's what the general energies I'm sort of seeing for you in the month of March. Let's take a better look at your love lives, you guys, and see what comes up. So, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Pisces for the month of March. It's your birthday month as well, isn't it? Happy birthday for those in March. Right, okay. We have a central issue there. Religious factors. The root. This could be the one. What's behind you? Worth waiting for. What's crowning you? Oops, that fell out. Keep an open mind. And what's coming towards you? Ouch. Wedding. I say ouch. Because we're still not put these on yet. That usually tends to happen. We get all excited about the base cards and then we're going with the clarifiers and it changes the whole setting. You never know though. It could still be relatively good. We'll see. Clarification on love only, please, for Pisces. That's sort of sticking out. Okay, I'm kind of looking at this and I've kind of like got two messages here, okay. Yeah. I'm going to say, just on the face of it, if you are of a religious, ethnic community, I'm going to say highly religious, that is not allowed to have any romantic relations with someone of a different religion or a different ethnicity. I do see some of you going ahead with it anyway because of the commitment side to things. This is like giving up on the religious factors and going for the commitment. That's just one side to things. The other side to things, I think of religious factors, I think of religious rituals such as marriage, long-term commitment, you know what I mean, engagement even. Commitment's there on the table, but like I say, on the flip side to things, we're giving up here, okay? So maybe this is giving up the notion that you're ever going to get married. I do kind of feel like this is more towards those that are dating, seeing someone, that have got someone in their vicinity. I wouldn't entirely say this is for those Pisceans that are completely single with no one. If that's the case, you know, you can either go elsewhere, check out your moon, your rising, or you can even email me for a private. But I do kind of feel like this is more pressing for those that have got someone in their vicinity. And this is kind of like, this is the central issue. Giving up on the idea of marriage, giving up on the idea that we're ever going to get that commitment sort of thing. But it is there, it is there. That Ten of Pentacles is in the upright. That completion point is there. Now, the root of this is a false start with someone who you thought was the one. So we chose to break away from that. This person you thought was worth waiting for, you completely offered love, confidence, your cup of love to this person. Again, there you are, Pisces. But this Emperor in the reverse, this person was narcissistic, overly controlling. Some of you may have been married to this person. Otherwise, this was maybe a long-term relationship that kind of went tits up. Whoever this person was, they were not very nice. Their words were completely mean and manipulative. I feel the need to say they were highly manipulative. Some of you were really, really well and truly under the thumb with this person. And this is kind of like where we give up on the notion of long-term commitments and marriage. Okay, we've been through this, we don't want to go through that again. And this was someone who you truly thought was the one, but it turned out to be this false start. Now, what's on your mind, Pisces? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate's going to differ from usual type and expectations, and we have this strong earth energy here that's on your mind. Hence, someone in your vicinity after you've been through this hard time with someone else. It could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The King of Pentacles can also come across as a businessman as well. And the Page of Swords reverse is you letting your guard down with someone. Someone who is prepared to offer this commitment, this completion point for you. And that's on your mind. You are seriously thinking about it. But then we keep reverting back to the past and thinking, well, I don't want history to repeat itself. You know, I do think maybe you're a little bit stuck in the mud at the minute, Pisces, with someone. I do think it's worth lightening up a little bit. Now, I do have arguments over whether or not we'll want to get married. Or whether or not we want this. Wedding can also represent like this long-term commitment as well, as we're seeing with the Ten of Pentacles there as well. But this is like conflict and arguments here, okay, over even the talk about it. And now we're like, what do we do? We're blindfolded to the truth because we can't make an informed decision. Well, the blindfolded to the truth is in, the truth is, this person's actually very good for you, but you can't see it. Whoever this person is that's either in your life now or coming towards you in the now, you know, this month, they're actually really, really good for you, Pisces, but for some reason you're not seeing it. And now the Two of Swords is coming in to say, take off this blindfold, take it off, see reality for what it really is. Really question yourself as to whether this person is anything like what your ex was, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's your love reading. That's something for you to consider for this month, Pisces. So I wish you all the best. Should I leave you on a personal reading, please do email me and I'll pop you in. Otherwise, have a great March to the best that you can, and we'll speak soon. Take care, bye for now.